Another historic cabinet meeting taking place outside of the Capitol.
Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie and cabinet ministers held their first cabinet meeting in Grand Bahama today. This is the second time that cabinet has held talks outside of the Capitol. Among the items on today's agenda, the future growth and development of the Grand Bahama economy and the tax exemption amendment bill. Also today, the country's leaders engaged in high-level talks with executives of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Hutchison Whampoa, and the Hawksbill Creek Agreement Review Committee. Following that, the Prime Minister and cabinet ministers attended several of the events, including recommissioning of the fire station in 8 Mile Rock. Joan Davis-Roll has more.
The first leg of the Prime Minister's visit began here in West Grand Bahama, where the Prime Minister, along with his cabinet, descended in this area to officially open a new fire station. The hierarchy of the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the government giving prominence to the occasion, the ceremony coming as a seat of governance traveled to Grand Bahama to conduct the people's business. The official blessing of the 8 Mile Rock Fire Station, 2 fire trucks, along with the official ribbon-cutting ceremony by oldest resident in that community, Henrietta Frid, signaling a new era for the largest community in the country. In his address, the nation's chief says the re-establishment of this essential service is in keeping with the government's overall thrust nationwide.
Being able to speak of service and the obligation to serve is one thing. Being able to show that you're doing something is quite another important step that you're taking. Grand Bahama and the people of this area who would have their life's earnings challenged by fire, that being able to have effective fire equipment more readily available to address emergencies is a significant step forward for this community.
The nation's leader also addressed the need for the government to provide the additional financial resources required to help sustain these emergency appliances and develop other such facilities.
I think it's important that when you buy equipment that costs as much money as these fire engines, that you have to have 2 approaches to this. One, immediately to find a way of putting up a temporary facility, and then 2, to plan the real facility.
Joan Davis-Roll, ZNS Network News.